someone solved the whole problem with 7 TikTok dances you can do to save Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
And this is one of those ones where it's almost parody in and of itself, but the dances are pretty funny to say.
The dances and the coat hanger. The fact that there's in the image is a woman and a man and a coat hanger. Is the coat hanger supposed to be the aborted baby?
I think you do sort of like a soldier boy with a coat hanger. But they have the handmaid's dance, and you sort of put your hands together and you're like a handmaid.
Bloody ass pussy is the best.
I don't know how none of them was the worm. It doesn't really make sense to me.
The worm?
Well, obviously, so I guess some of them should be like do the ape or something like that, and you're just pounding your stomach. You know what I mean? I think they'd be more like
falling down the stairs.
Yeah, but like in a worm sort of thing. You ever seen people do the boat where you just go down and then sort of rock?
Yeah.
Like you think all of them would be like on the belly, they would save it. You know what I mean?
Or they're not thinking.
You know what would really?
You're thinking too practically.
I know.
They're way like this is avant-garde TikTok dances.
Well, I'm thinking because they're like, here's we don't have abortion. Here's what would save. Here's a dance that would sort of sort the whole thing out, right? To me, that dance would be hardcore dancing in a mosh pit.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go to a Black Flag show. I want to see Pierce the Veil.
Yeah. Or like drinking Drano.
Yeah, right. So these are the kind of things, but you have people.
Man, China is just having a big old laugh right now. With
You
all
think
this
they're having
stuff.
a chuckle?
They go, you hear this? They're doing abortion dances.
Yeah, they were forcing the abortions over there.
Yeah. As you should.
If you have a girl,
Yeah. But bloody ass pussy that's my favorite of the.
What was bloody ass pussy?
It's Cardi B, but instead of wet ass pussy, you got that bloody ass pussy. Just because there's a lot of blood, I guess, when you have an abortion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they have a can't touch this one where they go, can't touch this body. So it says can't touch this body. And you do can't touch this. But the idea is the government can't touch it, I think, is what they're saying.
Isn't MC Hammer a fairly religious man?
Yeah, he got real religious, man.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be very in favor of his intellectual property.
Well, I think his would be can't touch this to the abortion doctor.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah. So MC Hammer sort of comes in, can't touch this, and he's talking. Then right. We'll never let the abortion doctor touch our whimsy. Goes the abortion doctor. That was and then the last one's the termination tango.
That's a good one.
This is a dance for those of us who had to make the difficult decision to terminate a pregnancy. It's also for those of us who will now be forced into that position by overturning Roe versus Wade. I think it's like a. I don't know if it's a Terminator. I never see the termination tango. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see it.
Did they help? A lot of people are doing them. Did they help so far?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was honestly thinking. I was just about to say. I'm like, has anybody changed their mind about abortion? Like, or any sort of like volume of
we've
people?
seen. I'll tell you what. I have seen in the last few years 2 or 3 people that I know that changed their mind to be pro-life.
Yes, I actually. Well, you see that I've had people who call in a low value and they say like, "Yeah, I have kids now, so I'm pro-life now because I have 3 kids," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm not on board with abortions as I was when I didn't have any kids."
Yeah,
which
obviously.
makes sense.
It does make sense.
But I mean, I guess people who
it's
are
a bit more of a young person's issue.
Yeah, it is more of a young person's issue. That's true.
There is something. It's kind of that thing where they're like, it's a woman's issue. It's like really, it's a fucking 20s issue because there is something to be said about if you're like a 40-year-old dude and you have a kid. It's like, unless it's the old mistress. Yeah, whatever. We probably fucking. You know what I mean?
We'll keep it.
Yeah, fine. Fellas, this is the New Clips channel. Right now, we're at 3K. Hit us with a subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Very much appreciated. Let's get to 5K at the very least. All right. Thank you. Peace.